Let me see.
Welcome to another edition of Jive Time Turkeys. I'm at Time Turkeys on Twitter, at Jive Time Turkeys on Instagram and YouTube. This episode, I'm joined by...
What's happening, Satellite Guy? We in the quarantine house, 2022.
It's your boy, it's Doc. Back from the cradle to the grave, from the south side to the east side to the west side. Let's ride.
Gang.
All right, out. What up? Starlight Daniels checking in from the Starlight Mobile, but we're gonna keep this thing going.
Indeed. Thank you for joining tonight, fellas. So we'll start off with Major League Baseball. It's a dead time in the summer, but Major League Baseball finished their All-Star game on Tuesday night. The American League won. Full disclosure, I did not watch, but reason we start with Major League Baseball, they got a couple of free agents coming up at the end of the year. Big name free agent. Well, actually, you back up. They got one big name free agent, and then they got another big name slugger that is on the trade market, thanks to the Washington Nationals. So talking about Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. And to me, they're two different cases. So Aaron Judge, I do believe he's not coming back to the Yankees because, he's looking at it, y'all got all this money and y'all trying to lowball me. That's a little bit different than Juan Soto, who, I've said this in our production meetings. I believe the Nationals have caused all this to themselves. I believe they leaked the offer to get the public sentiment against Juan Soto without recognizing that, people can read and comprehend contracts. And if you make the face of your franchise I think he was the 16th highest paid player in baseball, that's not really going to fly. I was reading something today that said that somebody had a source that said if the Nationals offered anything any offer that began with the 5, Soto would have taken it, which I believe. I also believe the Nationals are leaking all these trade rumors and what they're getting and how many teams are offered to drive up the value. And then the last thing I heard, which I think was interesting, I heard this morning, is that the new owners actually want the Soto thing to be rectified one way or the other. The new owners don't want to come in and have to trade Juan Soto. And so I don't know how that coincides with what Juan Soto's camp, Scott Boras and them was saying, which is we want to see what the new owners do. To me, it just seems like a real clusterfuck. So we'll start with Juan Soto and the Nationals before we discuss what happens with the Yankees and Aaron Judge. Nobody got thoughts?
I ain't got DC cats on here. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about Juan Soto.
Nah, real quick. What did you say about the new owners? I have stepped away for a second. My bad.
So they were saying that the new owners don't want to have to deal with the Soto issue. Either he signed or he's traded. That the new owners don't want to have to come in and the first thing on their books be trading Juan Soto, face of the franchise, last piece of the World Series championship. Whoop-de-whoop.
Strasburg still around. But
fair. I forgot about that. My bad.
Who are these new owners that saying they don't want to do this? There is an ownership group that has been. So then now I'm starting to think that this is Boras putting shit out there to put the owners back on the Nationals. The now ownership group. Because I'm like, who has anybody even been identified as a potential owner or interested?
So
that would be able to make that statement.
Probably behind the scenes, but it might be one of the things, all of the top 3 groups are all in alliance in that belief that they don't want to have to do that. And so while I feel you with the Boras thing, for me, Boras has been in the league for 20 plus years. His playbook, I don't think he's changing the playbook for Juan Soto. And so for me, that's why I don't think he has to do any of this stuff, because the Nationals are making this easy. It's not like they're he has to come out and be let me try. No, you know what? I just got to sit back and let the Nationals do what they do. Juan Soto's going to keep being productive. I don't even got to go on my back. He's not going to make a blunder to where I, as the agent, have to step in. The team is going to just continue to make these blunders and I'm just going to play off of that.
I mean, we like we said, we look at that different. I don't think it's necessarily a blunder that's been made. I just think they're just playing the game because they still have him under control. I hate saying that. He's still under contract for 2 years. So it's like, yeah, we can try to drive it up now, but at the same time, it's like still playing for us until somebody makes a good enough offer to get us out.
Right. And I feel you with that, but why leak that he turned down the contract then? Why not just keep standing at the table? Like,
no.
That's my only question with that. Like, it's obvious that the contract.
The ownership group going at, because it's the ownership group going out. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So
as an Astros fan, I'm just, gonna sit back and be like, yeah, whatever happens, baby. Because we're sitting pretty right now. If we get Soto or Aaron Judge, it'd be nice. But no, I do think I think part of it is I don't think baseball is as cherished in the chocolate city as it should be. And so I think he kind of turned it down for that. And I don't think he really wants to go like Houston. He probably want to go like LA, either Angels or the Dodgers, probably. So especially with Scott Boras, he have his clients in central locations, so he don't have to leave California too much. Be all the better for him.
Yeah, and I would get that, and I think, and that's why I put it back on the Nationals. Like, you're making this easy for Scott Boras to go to Soto and say, hey, you might as well come to one of these LA teams. Look how they treat you. They won't even charter a jet. And everybody's like, well, Boras could have paid for the jet. Yes, he could have. But you know what he doesn't have to do? He don't got to recruit Juan Soto. Juan Soto's already his client. He don't got to do that. He can just say, yeah, you know what? I could have paid for your ticket, but these teams recruiting your service. The Nationals.
Astros.
Right. And that's what makes it the Astros thing better for them and worse for the Nationals. Because you had a team just be like, you know what? You ain't even on our squad, but you an all-star. Your cheap-ass team ain't picking up the bill. We got you. Roll with us. And that's gonna matter. And for me, it's like, you're not just recruiting Juan Soto now. You're now recruiting other big-name, top-notch stars. And they want to know that you'll go the extra mile. To Cross Sports, anybody remember when Doc Rivers didn't let Tim Duncan's family fly on the motherfucking jet? Did they ever get a big-time free agent since then?
Nope.
And we can say some of that is on Orlando. Yeah, maybe. But if you put Tim Duncan on the jet and Tim Duncan come play for Orlando, all that shit changes. And so it's not just, oh, well, we don't want to. Yo, he's your only fucking all-star. Your team fucking sucks. Like, you suck. You suck. Why not just put him on a jet? Your manager's there. The Nationals manager was the one coaching the all-star team. It just seems an all too familiar playbook of like, oh, we teased y'all. We gave you a baseball championship, a World Series ring. We gave you a Stanley Cup. Back to the ghetto you go, DC. Back. It just seems like that. And we just like, yeah, all right, here we go. Back to just like, oh, what's our team doing? Sucking.
Proud of Astros. Put your bid in there.
And
throw your hat in the ring.
Sucking with no plan to get better. Like, the Capitals are close enough where it's like, all right, they could go on the run. Every other team, you like, man, some shit got to fall out the sky. We got to be 1 in a million, like the Wizards. NBA Finals, yeah, right. The Commanders, the Washington football team. All right, maybe if Carson Wentz stays 100% and doesn't turn the ball over, maybe if the defensive line plays to their potential and they don't be fighting each other on the sideline, maybe, but it ain't like a clear path. The Nationals, they suck. Am I forgetting anybody? Did I go through all 4? So, like, back to the
hard,
ghetto.
though.
But
it's hard for all the sports teams to be good at the same time. That's real hard. Houston got close. So they got pretty close. But the only team that was Astros.
All right, so I mean, this is a good sidebar segue. What cities have multiple teams that are good at the same time? You're right. I can't think of any. Can't say LA.
New York
Not
back
Boston?
in the day.
It's not Boston.
Yeah, but the Patriots
Okay.
not really good. They're
They're
not
not bad
contending.
though.
I think
Nah.
Boston is the closest. Boston might be the
Boston.
closest.
Boston, LA, right? In terms of like you got a chance. Like no one's like just shitty.
Yeah, because they got the Rams and the Chargers now.
Yeah,
ain't nobody
Boston
shitty.
or LA. Yeah.
The Lakers and the Clippers, and then the Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean, the
Angels aren't that
Angels,
great.
right? But they got people you go watch.
Yeah.
All right, you go watch them. So that leads me to Aaron Judge. As I said before, I don't think he's going back to the Yankees. Did you guys see that interview over All-Star? I think it was before the game.
I don't know what's going on with the Yankees, man. Like, I don't know why they did Aaron Judge like that. You see Aaron Rodriguez try to pull it back, try to be like, you're going to be an all-star. You're going to be in the bleachers over there with the rest of the Hall of Famers. So just sit back and relax. But yeah, I think they really, really pissed off Aaron Judge. So even if they were to hit his number, he still is going to look around like really hard and probably go somewhere else. Probably go to Dodgers too. Soto and Judge and the Dodgers with
Trade him for Soto.
Mookie Betts. That might work. Flip flop.
They're gonna automatically find the money for the Judge though.
I don't know why they didn't find it in the first place.
They're trying to get away from their free spending ways of the past.
Yeah, but
everybody say that.
Those big contracts.
Everybody say that till that player become available. Then it's like, I mean,
I don't know what did Judge want. I thought it was like 5 years or something.
I didn't think he wanted something that was like super astronomical. So the problem, what I'm finding out is the problem with all these deals is the structure of it. And the problem with the Nationals deal was it wasn't a lot of money per year, and it's a lot of money on the back end. And like the reason that frustrates me with the Nationals is you just pulled this with Bryce Harper. You just pulled this where you tried to give a backloaded deal, and everybody was like, no. And now you try to run it again a full 2 years before.
It went through with Scherzer though. Scherzer's contract was backloaded, so I guess it really depends on the player.
Yeah, but Scherzer ain't.
But Scherzer, that was his second deal.
No, I'm shocked. I'm just saying. So they're just operating with that. Well, Max Scherzer did it, and that's just how the learners do business. So I'm not absolving them from anything, but that's just how they do business.
Are they strapped for cash?
Word is that they put a lot. They put more into Nationals than they had originally hoped.
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, I get that. Then just say that. Like I just say that. It's like, yo, we just ain't got the money. Like,
is it we ain't got the money, or is I'm just trying to make the most money? Oh, I mean, it sound like
we ain't got the money.
You ain't trying to spend. Like, I mean, it could be both though. Either, I mean, not both. Whatever it is, like it just makes sense though. Like, if I'm trying to sell a team, I'm not gonna spend money on the way out. Like, even though I was scrap for cash, I'm not gonna have a huge cash outlay on my exit.
But if the money you spend can drive the price of the team up,
the Bryce Harper.
A team with Juan Soto costs a little bit more than a team without. And if you only got to pay, if you only got to pay 1 year of that Juan Soto salary, and you put that into your selling price, you can recoup the money that you pay him.
Oh, so you're saying a Juan Soto, the value?
A Juan Soto franchise? Yeah. Take Juan Soto off the Nationals. Those attendance numbers.
And he like 23. So he's
And
got
he's
some
only
balls.
23.
They're like at the low 20s right now as a bad team. Soto's definitely putting, what's in the seats. So it's business. I mean, it's just the cost of doing business, which is boiling down to, like, as fucked up as it is, But okay, I want to go back to Bryce Harper. I'm not really mad that Bryce Harper left. Or the Nationals let him left. They gave him the offer, whatever the offer was, however we view the offer. But they knew they had Soto in the pipeline, and Victor Robles was looked a lot higher at that time than he is now. So it's kind of like, all right, Bryce, no. I'm more upset with letting Rendon walk and not signing him, even though it was $350 million. But at that time, he was one of the top 4 or 5 hitters in the majors. So it's like that's the one that got me upset more than Bryce Harper thing.
Yeah,
Bryce
so
Harper fucking douche anyway. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
the Bryce Harper one, again, because you had Soto on the pipeline. And so the Rendon one, right? Cool. I wasn't that upset because, all right, you got Soto, and if you go sign Soto, cool, that'll ease that. And you had, at that time, you had Trey Turner, and you still have Max Scherzer for another year. So cool. Once you let Trey Turner and Max Scherzer go, already on letting Rendon go, you got to keep Soto. Like, for one, there's no one in the pipeline. Like, there's no one in the pipeline. There's no Trey Turner. There's no one in the pipeline. And so after you already traded Trey Turner and Scherzer, though the people you got back for them are not anybody that can replace Soto. So now you have to keep Soto. Like, I can't fathom how we're at the same place when 4 years ago we were here with Bryce Harper and we had the ace in the hole of Juan Soto. There's no ace in the hole. So
they might figure Green is that player. They might look at it that way.
At that time, wasn't Soto already tearing it up in the minor leagues?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that. That's what I'm saying. We don't even if that dude gets to be that player at this time,
it's gonna take a little while.
That's not enough to let Soto walk. Like, after what we've seen.
Well, but that's the thing. I don't think they let him walk. I don't think he's walking. If anything, it's going to be a trade, but they still got him for 2 years. So I mean,
but it seems like they want to get this done. Like, it seems like they're rushing to get this done now.
The Nats. Well, the learn is going out the door. Yeah, they are.
And that's what worries me, because it's like,
and I think that's why they offered that contract like they did, because it makes the team more attractive.
Right. We'll see, man. But you just missed my rant on how Washington teams are the ghetto. And,
yeah, I'm glad I did miss that. I didn't want to hear that shit. Excuse my language. I beg your pardon. That was perfect time.
But we did ask, is there a city that has like a conglomerate of teams across the sports that are good? And the 2 cities we came up the closest with is Boston and LA. I think LA just has a lot of teams, so like they just have a lot of them. Actually, a city I just thought about, Denver. Well, Colorado sucks, but the Rockies suck. But other than that, I mean, the Broncos pretty good. The Avalanche just won the Stanley Cup. The Nuggets. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So before we wrap up on baseball, because I mean, they got about 70 more games to play before the playoffs.
Maybe Cleveland will be in that number this year.
You said what?
Cleveland may be there soon.
Maybe.
Hey, Greasy.
And on that note, we welcome.
Hey,
count them eggs yet before they hatch. Count them chickens. I'm sorry.
Next couple of years. Because the basketball team is definitely on the way, and the Guardians are good.
We got some Cleveland topics to hit to when we get to some other sports. But hot takes on where we think Aaron Judge will land. I think he ends up with damn it, the Dodgers. I was trying to say the Angels, but they just suck too much. So the Dodgers. Probably. And all right, here's the hot take. I think they sign and trade with Freddie Freeman. And then Freddie Freeman somehow ends up back in Atlanta.
What?
He don't really want to be
Do
there.
stuff like that.
Oh, they don't?
Ain't that progressive?
The Dodgers will get
They
rid
do
of
like
players that
a
don't want to be there.
3-team trade, and he ended up back in Atlanta.
I low-key think he's gonna stay in the Yankees. I just think he just feels disrespected right now. I think when he gets out there.
Also, Greasy, they do that all the fucking time. Trade somebody, and then in the offseason, that player signs back with the team that traded him. Didn't Chapman do that? Got traded by the Yankees. Aroldis Chapman got traded by the Yankees, won the World Series with that team, and then signed back with the Yankees in the offseason.
He got traded to the Cubs.
Yeah,
and won the World Series, and then went back to the Yankees. So that's my hot take. Freddie Freeman ends up back with the Braves. Aaron Judge ends up on the Dodgers. So switching gears, we'll go we'll stick in Cleveland, but we'll move to football. Couple of things on the Deshaun Watson front. Heard a couple of rumors. First rumor I heard that the judge is taking her time with her decision to get the league and Deshaun Watson to agree on the suspension. Then I heard that Deshaun Watson had already enlisted the NFLPA to be ready to file an appeal or a grievance if he was suspended a year or longer. Then I heard that his suspension is only going to come in between 2 to 8 games. Now, I personally believe that last one is the most true because after we heard that, the Browns then put out that they were looking for backup QBs to back up Jacoby Brissett. And I think as of recording, they signed one, Sir Josh Rosen, who, if I could just rant for a minute, I know we like to look out for the back QBs, and that is totally fair. Josh Rosen got a raw deal. But either here nor there, I do think because him getting signed to the Browns, I do think that the suspension is going to come in between 2 to 8. What's up, sideline guy? You came off mute.
Yeah, we got to. What's the raw deal?
So he was a top 10 pick for the Arizona Cardinals.
Stop. Full stop. How you get a raw deal then? Steve, go ahead. Keep going.
So top 10 pick raw for Arizona Cardinals, sucky ass team, threw him out there in the fire. No rookie QBs do well. Okay. Then they got the number 1 pick. And of course, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, he got traded. And the basis was, well, he looked so sorry. And it's like, bro, every top 10 pick gets to finish out their deal. Like every one of them. Like and people we've seen be terrible get to finish out their deal. So that's all I'm saying. Like he didn't even get to finish out a rookie deal. So I don't know what he could have been. I'm not saying he would have been a Hall of Famer, but like, damn, bro, it's like finish out his rookie deal.
But he was a top 10 pick. They got replaced by a top overall pick.
Carson Wentz been traded 2 times.
No, hold on. I got finished.
He came in the league and said he wasn't that serious about football, though. When he first got there.
Is that what he said, or did he say he came off smarter than the people who was supposed to be coaching him?
Same thing.
Just,
how is that not different? How would you say that if you're serious about football? It's the same thing. He like,
Did he have that problem in college?
These motherfuckers dumb as hell. I don't really want to play this shit. I'm paid now. He's
No,
fine.
man.
He's fine. I
Yeah.
don't want to. He's okay. I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Yeah, man. Like
I'm not losing no sleep. I'm just saying
you
I can
said
see
raw
how
deal. That's why
motherfuckers say you got a raw
deal. And a raw. You don't
Did
get a raw deal.
deal,
You
bro.
top 10 pick. You can't get a raw deal. You top 10 pick. by default, there's no such thing as a raw deal after that. After that moment, you received a pretty good deal in life. There's no rawness to this. If you get top 10 pick, I don't care what happens after that.
In comparison to NFL quarterbacks, he got a raw deal. Not
You're
comparison to
comparing-
us.
I know,
Not comparison to us.
Yeah.
In comparison to NFL quarterbacks, he got a raw deal.
In comparison to other top 10 pick quarterbacks, he got a raw deal, right?
I'll even say first round quarterbacks. But yes, top 10 quarterbacks for sure. First round
He said
quarterbacks.
first round.
Let me get that raw.
opportunity.
All right, top 10.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
say
not like he
I'll
didn't
go
have
with
an
top 10.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Don't
like,
get me started on the homeless man telling Jimmy Hamilton to pick the little guy from Texas A&M.
And that motherfucker got more time than him.
Yeah, because the
Johnny
dude that replaced
Manziel
him
got.
because Kyler Murray was his replacement. Like, it's not like Bobo the 12
Didn't
replaced.
Johnny Manziel get replaced by fucking Baker Mayfield? Like that. Let's not act. He didn't get replaced.
No,
He got replaced by somebody worse.
What
And he still had two years to do it. Josh Rosen got 1 year.
Who was
because
worse?
Kyler Murray came. I'm confused.
And he
That's-
got 4 more chances after that.
But the reason they got Kyler Murray is because Josh Rosen was sticking it up.
Right.
So he got a
Cardinals was
chance.
playoff team, and Josh Murray was holding them back. That's what you're trying to tell me?
And
Because if
Kingsbury
that's the
wanted
case,
this guy, right?
Yeah, like but it is like it wasn't a raw deal. He's in a situation where they want to fight better. Not wrong.
Straight going in and out.
okay, all right. So you know what? Even if you give me that for the Cardinals, what does that explain the other 31 teams? They all didn't have fucking quarterbacks. I don't want to hear that. Like, one, the Cardinals could have ran the same playbook that the Washington football team ran when they drafted 2 quarterbacks in the same draft, and they gave up plenty of capital to do it. They kept them both. They finished out their deals, and then they chose. The Cardinals said, "Nah, we're good." And y'all gonna say, "Oh, nah, that wasn't a raw deal." I mean, if his name was Jerome, he would have finished his deal. Nigga Jamarcus Russell got more than a year.
Yes. You're the answer is Josh Rosen sucks just that bad. The motherfucker said, and every NFL team said, nah, we good. He can sit on the bench over there, third string. Look like he can play, but we can go to 5'5" quarterback here because I'm pretty sure he's better than Josh Rosen. We're gonna go with the
I mean, so again,
Mayfield.
I'm not saying that the Cardinals chose wrong, because this could lead us to our next couple of topics. Kyler Murray just got his extension through 2028, 160 million guaranteed, 230 million with an annual number of 46.1. So he's number 2 in the league as far as highest paid QBs. And congratulations to him. But I'm gonna be honest. You know the first thing I thought about when I saw those contract numbers?
What?
Lamar Jackson is about to get paid. Lamar Jackson is about to get paid.
But does Lamar get more than what does he get more than him, or does he get less?
He gets more than him.
52.
I don't think he gets more than Aaron Rodgers, but I think he gets more than him. I think he comes in like 48.
Yeah, 48 sounds like a good number.
52.
Does he take it though?
Yes.
52.
I think he takes the 48 because it's above everybody else, but it's below Aaron Rodgers, who has a ring. So that gives him I want the Super Bowl ring. And I think they can structure it enough where 48 doesn't hurt the team as much.
Selfishly, I was thinking, let's get all these contracts out here and bury Deshaun Watson's contract.
That's not going to happen.
All on top.
Your home team gave him too much guarantee. So,
does he get? Oh, speaking of Deshaun, real quick, does he have to do time? Was time served? Play a part in this?
No.
They got to quit it. He didn't.
He was never suspended.
No, what I'm saying is like they could say we'll give him 2 games.
Are you talking about an NFL? No.
Yeah,
he was never suspended. Technically, he could have played for the Texans every game last year. He was never on a commissioner's list or anything like that. They just chose not to play him.
They're gonna have to do it just off of GP. He's gonna have to serve some games officially. Because he got paid for it. He got paid all last year.
More than 2.
He got paid, but he was on a special something list.
Exempt.
Not the commissioner's exempt list.
Not the commissioner exempt list. It was another list
Yeah,
Negro
because
Naughty
he
List.
still practiced, right?
for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Then
At
they
the
put him on
beginning
that
of the
list
season.
where he wasn't practicing with the team because they got flack for him practicing with the team.
Mhm.
So that's how I know he got put on a list. It was some special list where he was still on the team and got paid, but he wasn't with the team.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that now. I forget what it was. So, yeah. So, I mean, good for Kyler Murray. It's going to be a rough first 6 weeks because no DeAndre Hopkins. So, that pressure to perform.
Yeah, I thought they did his
Yeah, Hollywood.
his suspension over. They fixed his suspension, right?
Really?
Did they? I thought he was still suspended.
He's suspended for
No, he's
6.
still spinning around.
Oh,
Talk
duh.
about something.
Yeah, he
They
for
could be
6. And
trying to
so,
figure out how to tempt Watson's pockets because of the way they Browns finagled his contract. He only has like $1 million base salary.
Yeah,
for this year,
it's good business. It's good business.
Why
Yeah,
is
that's
it,
great
why
business.
you hating on that?
They gonna
That's
cost him
all
a
right.
signing bonus.
Huh?
well,
gotta do what?
so yeah.
They gotta do what?
I mean,
That's shit.
I'm not. Look, what's the saying? The sucker's born every day. Deshaun Watson found a team to give him that much money, guaranteed. I'm not gonna hate on that. That's what they decided to do.
All
They
I
did him
see,
solid.
all I see is brothers doing what's in the bounds of a contract. So, hey,
Yeah.
if the brothers can do it, the
No.
brothers are doing it. That's all they doing.
That's off to his agent.
You said what, Lou?
Everybody's involved.
I say hats off to his agent.
Yeah. So now this just means Lamar Jackson is looking at them like,
52.
of all the new QB deals,
He said 52.
like it's just like that ladder on The Price is Right. It's just going up and up and up. And like, I forgot where I heard this, but somebody made a good point. Like, people like, oh, well, he should sign it in case he gets injured. Like, nigga, that guy, how many motherfucking guaranteed? And he was coming off a fucking major injury, and he ain't even as good. Or he don't got those things that Lamar Jackson got in his back pocket. So like,
Who's this we talking about?
Dak.
Oh, Dak.
Just in terms of
I thought
coming
you
off
said
an
that
injury.
guy.
No, Dak.
Like what guy?
In terms of just in terms of coming off an injury, like there's literally, I don't know. I mean, at this point, like, how do you say no?
You know, Jerry takes care of his guys. I was gonna say something else, but
That's what the brothers did. The brothers took care of their guy. So, I think,
So, I feel like, am I forgetting anything on the QB front? No.
why can't Lamar get 52?
Wait, what did you
What
say,
I'm
Dre?
thinking.
Why can't he get
What I was thinking.
Why can't
Wait,
he
what?
Why can't Lamar Jackson be the $52 million man?
Because I think that hamstrings the team in a way that will be used against them.
Such as?
I mean, all we got to do is look at the fucking Packers. Like, they pay Aaron Rodgers and they had to trade Devontae Adams. And for the Ravens, that means that's going to be somebody on the defensive end that they have to get rid of. And I don't think, like,
Because of $3 million a year.
huh?
So we're talking difference. Like
That's what I'm about to say. It's a little different.
Yeah, we're talking
48 to
about
52.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 40. That's a $4 million difference a year. But then we talk about signing bonus. We talk about structure. We talk about cap hits in all those different ways. Like,
I mean, it sounded to me
Like,
that
oh.
sounds like you just keep drafting young receivers, and then if you get like an old vet at some point, yeah. But I think that's what, like, I don't think you don't have
right, but that's what I'm saying. You're looking at, like, offensively. I get you. That's they could say the money there. I'm talking about they gonna have to to cut that money on defense. Whereas,
I'm saying
like,
they don't have multiple superstars on defense like that. They got a whole bunch of young folks. And old all-stars that are, trying to hang on. So it's not like they got $20 million linebackers. They got a whole bunch of young players, and they just
Who's
signed
the highest
Humphrey,
paid?
right?
Humphreys is the highest paid on the defense.
Yeah, and Humphreys. Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey. And he's coming off an injury, right?
Yeah.
Everybody on the Ravens come off injury.
again, I'm not. Look, if he could swing it, more power to him. Let's make it happen. I don't know. Because how old is he? Because if he had, what is he? My question is, can he get 2 big money deals?
But he's 26.
So if he signs a 4 or 5 year, he could possibly get another big money deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I can see the 50.
Yeah.
Question is, will the Ravens have enough balls to actually give it to him?
I mean, what else
If
you gonna
it
do
be a
though?
team to do it, it'd be the Ravens. The Ravens kind of,
Yeah, they got really options.
they don't really worry about the market or optics. They do what they want essentially. It's got that kind of team owner.
25 years old.
25.
Yeah.
Definitely could get two big money deals.
52.
What's the owner's name? Scotty?
Scotty, Steve.
It's Scotty. Yeah.
I know he was crying about the Browns, having all that guaranteed money for Deshaun because they just make it harder for him to sign Lamar.
Yeah, but you know why that
I
is,
should
right?
say harder. That just make him have to open the pocketbook a little bit more.
But it's not even that. But you know why that is, right? And this goes for all owners because the guaranteed money has to go in escrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially
So they were saying that
Cincinnati.
was
They got a real problem.
Yeah, they were saying that was an issue with Kyler Murray as to why he didn't get more guaranteed money. Because once that contract is signed, the owner has to put that guaranteed money into an escrow account. So if your owner ain't really got the cash up front to put $200 million in an escrow,
Then why
then
is he an owner?
Oh, you know why?
No. What I'm saying, if you can't get the money to put the money up, why you got the team?
Elon Musk.
that's why they defer
The
money
American
to the
way.
back end. That's what. Well, hey,
I'm saying we gotta stop going for the BS. That's all.
Gotta sell that stock.
I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with Joe Burrow then, because the Bengals are a family business. That's not like a toy. Like that's how they make their
I
money.
can't remember what did they do with when they had to sign Carson Palmer at first.
Ooh,
Because the second time around he retired.
right.
So what happened the first time around though? Because he signed the money, like they gave him that money. The second time around, he was like, "Oh, nah, I'm out. I'm good." But the first time
he went to Arizona, right? He left and went to Arizona, right?
No, he went to the Raiders. The Raiders.
he went to the Raiders first.
Yeah, he went to the Raiders first.
The Raiders traded 2 first-round picks for him, I think.
Yeah.
But he sat out. He sat out the time before that.
Yes, he sat out. And Hugh Jackson went and got him. Now, I want to say, was that right after Al Davis died? Or soon after?
Yeah, he went to the Raiders, yeah.
What
I
Jamarcus
can't
say?
remember.
That was like before, right?
Who y'all talking about? Who y'all was talking about with the Raiders? Chase Campbell?
Carson Palmer.
Awesome.
Oh, Carson.
Was definitely during the Al Davis era.
That was before Jamarcus, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Davis was
Man,
still
they got
alive.
the money to pay this era's Michael Vick $52 million a year. I don't know why we talking about this. How much you gonna pay Michael Vick when he was young? 52 million.
All of it.
Yeah, pay the man his money. Dilly Dally, this motherfucker once in a lifetime Negro. Yeah, pay Hank Aaron or something.
His wasn't the first $100 million contract, was it?
Who, Michael Vick?
Yeah.
Or
I
Negro
believe it
quarterback.
was.
Yes.
A
He
Negro
was the
quarterback
first.
for sure.
He was the first to get 2 $100 million contracts, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lamar should be the first to get. Well, I don't want to make up some number that's wrong, but whatever the highest number is. Yeah. Come on, man. He did a spin move and made 2 defenders crash his back. That's what Michael Vick did, man. Get that man his money. Why we talking? Come on.
Oh man. Yeah.
At least get back taxes from Louisville. Come on. You should have making
Man,
Alabama money.
to me, the Louisville Times shows just how much people don't watch college football or understand what's happening because they're like, all they did was run in college. Like, I don't know if you guys know about Bobby Petrino, but like one thing he don't do, he don't put you back there and just be like, wishbone, run quarterback. Like, nah, motherfucker, you run it through your progressions. Like, no. And he will get in your face and yell at your ass if you don't. So like,
Ain't no power left, power right.
we're not doing that. So everybody's like, well, Lamar can't read it. I'm like, nah, I don't know, man. He can understand an offense. That Bobby Petrino shit ain't no just spread, fake run. It's like, nah, you look. And then because you're Lamar Jackson, when some shit is breaking down, you can just make it look like it was a running play from the beginning.
Just speaking of college football real quick, though. We're going to let Kirby Smart just say that shit and then the next day sign a contract for $14 million a year.
Bro, that's just so here's
He just
why I
don't want
don't
nobody
care what he
making more money
said.
than him. That's what you said. I don't want no kid out
Yeah,
here making more money than me.
What did he say?
Yeah, what did he say?
Alpha.
Something to the point of, I don't even know what he said, but something to the point of like they making too much money through NIL or some shit like that. And the reason I ain't paying no mind or even want to talk about this because it's like NIL money still coming through. Them NIL checks still clearing. So I don't give a fuck what he say. I don't give a fuck what Dabo said because Dabo said he would quit. And if motherfuckers start getting money and he's still collecting checks. So fuck what the fuck y'all say. Like, nah, them NIL checks clear. Cause I bet you motherfucking Kirby's booster was like, boy, if you don't shut your motherfucking ass up. Like,
that
fuck is wrong with you?
That was a cry out for help with his employment. How can I control these niggas? They making all this money. Who gonna do 2 a days when they got $8 million a year?
That's exactly what it was.
And that's what. But see,
and plus, then it's like, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, because then it's like that Deion is a real threat. You get a cool player, like get somebody famous. Well, Deion go to FSU. Don't want it to happen, but if it does, shit.
But that's why
you not going to Florida State.
But that's why, again, that's why Nick Saban the GOAT. My motherfucking quarterback made $8 million in NIL. Now, do we think he made $8 million? Probably the fuck not. But you know what? You know what Nick Saban is saying? Come here. I ain't gonna be all in your motherfucking videos. I'm not gonna complain about you making money. But you know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna make sure I'm the highest paid employee of the state of Alabama.
Yeah, that's the one person in the country that can say that confidently. That's why I'm so scared. I grant you that. I grant you Nick Saban. You can't get 4 more. They can say that boldly.
I mean, I don't want to give the free game away because I mean, it ain't that hard to say that. It ain't that hard to do that. Like, it ain't really that hard because all these. Because he's a dummy. I don't know other way to say it. He coming off a title. He coming off a title. He's coming off a national championship. How hard is it to say, come play with us? You go live good, NIL or otherwise,
Texas
and not be lying.
$18 million a year. Because Texas can pay $18 million a year.
Pay who $18 million a year?
Other kids.
Until you start losing.
I will say this. I don't think all of the NIL deals that's been publicized, I don't think the kids are getting paid what everybody think they're getting paid. And to some extent, they're not getting paid what they thought they were going to get paid because one of the major transport portal wide receivers that went to USC has been complaining about not receiving all that he was promised. So I think Kirby Smart was saying that more so he could get paid more. But his point was that older players that are actually playing are getting paid less than some of these new players that are getting money to commit to these schools and being enticed by money rather than actually earning it. And I say that because Georgia and Alabama have been on the back end of all this NIL stuff rather than being out there offering quarterbacks $8 million like University of Tennessee or what they said Miami did. They haven't really been out there like that. And they still have pretty good recruiting classes. So I think their pitch is more, hey, come win on a good team and you'll get your NIL that way rather than partially promise them money up front to get them to come. And then once they get there to figure out such and such booster really doesn't have that contract for you, but you can have this car that's really in their name. That's worth something that you can ride sometimes, except for Saturdays when they come and pick it up.
It's different.
The game is the game. Like I think
Kirby was
man.
saying that so he can make more money. Like, man, my players can't be making more than me.
Can't be making more money than me out here playing. No, sir.
So,
I'm gonna say, fuck that button hook, nigga.
One thing Nick Saban also touched upon was the idea that we just gonna have super conference with like the top teams and then everybody else should just go play for the Peach Bowl. But it's gonna be more pronounced. It's just gonna be like the conference is gonna be like the good motherfuckers, good teams, bums. Like
I mean, that's how it is. Nobody expect the Volunteers to be nowhere at the end of the season. Like, all right.
I mean, the Volunteers actually could be good. Like they're not even in
Now
the
they can't
SEC
because
West.
money's in the game. I dig it. But I'm saying traditionally, it's always the same four and Notre Dame.
You get a good coach.
I know.
You
snuck Notre Dame in there because that's your team, but like Notre Dame don't be in there for shit.
No,
Like,
because the top four at the end of the season. Every other year. Wait. Come on, we're not gonna disrespect Brian Kelly. He was always at least had him in the questionable round.
Bro.
What?
Yes, because they were never in a conference.
Right.
But they were never that good.
Is it invalid my statement?
Yes.
How?
No.
How does it if it happens? How does it invalid if it actually happens? I didn't say why.
Because I'm talking about the quality of the teams, not because
That's
of
what
their
you
placement.
talk about. All I said was it's the same shit every year. Top 4 or 5 teams, we all know who'll be there, plus Notre Dame.
But that's what I'm saying. You saying plus Notre Dame when they're never really there is like.
No, they've been in the playoffs. That's what he's saying. They have been in the playoffs a few times now. They sucked and they lost the first game most of the time.
Yeah, they get the ass beat.
Wait, does your four
bring the money
Oklahoma?
in though? They bring money in.
Yeah, I don't care who the 4 is. I'm saying, no man, it's always Alabama, a Georgia type cat. Whoever the top SEC counterpart is, a Big Ten, Ohio State usually, and then some 4th person, or some West Coast team maybe if Oregon stepping up.
Or Oklahoma.
Yeah, Clemson they rotate. Yeah, and Notre Dame, nigga. That be who be in the mix. They gotta get eyeballs. As long as Brian Kelly makes his commitment to only losing at least 2 games and get a good win, somehow they can make the story like, oh yeah, maybe. So it's all money. I'm looking forward to a super conference. They should allow the Negroes to play in, and that's when we're gonna start getting back to the upsets. But I digress.
So we did we really talk about this really like USC and UCLA? Like, did we talk about the logistics of it?
We ain't talk about it yet.
Like,
I mean logistics.
So like, Steve, you play college football, right?
Yeah.
How did the equipment get to the games?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy. They're going to fly. I mean, it's gonna have to be
like
they're gonna have to get a plane. USC and UCLA is gonna have to get a plane.
Like, because from what I've learned, what I've learned is that equipment doesn't fly on the planes. The equipment is driven from school to school.
Yeah. No, they're gonna have to fly. You're not gonna be able to
So, like, you're
play
not driving from Southern California. Let's say they
to
draw
Michigan.
Rutgers. Let's say they draw
Yeah,
Rutgers, not
Rutgers.
Michigan. Let's say they draw Rutgers as an
They gonna have
opponent.
extra equipment in Indianapolis just sitting there.
Oh, they're gonna fly, man. They're gonna have a plane for the equipment, plane for the team.
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit
really.
is
Equipment and staff, and then the team,
Mm-hmm.
the coaches. Yeah.
They're gonna start making
and that, but
fitted cargo kits, baby. What you going about, bro?
that's just not even. But see, we thinking about just football.
We need to buy some planes and format them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to have a plane, not like
a fleet.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have more than one plane
lacrosse
just for them, so they can fly.
You think they just have a hub?
Not like charter a
Indiana.
Plane. It might just be Amazon
their own plane.
An equipment hub.
Maybe UCLA and
but
USC
still,
can share.
Indiana to fucking Rutgers, New Jersey is not an easy drive either. Like, that shit ain't no walk in the park. Like,
this is better than California.
That's true, but damn,
you can still make it one day.
Yeah. So also that means all of those Big Ten schools gonna have to get it too.
To go to Cali.
Them the ones that I'm not worried about because they got money. Them the old schools. They've been around since the 1800s. You'll find somebody that's 80 years old is really a trillionaire that nobody really knows about to buy them a plane.
Y'all don't think UCLA or USC had those?
I don't see why.
I don't think they care about sports that much.
Why is it not in the TV contract money? Like this ain't built into the contract for the broadcasting. Whoever can get this bountiful present of a.
I mean, they give them money, but I don't think it's like, here's a plane.
Use this money to get a plane. They don't tell them that.
Okay. So here's what we're doing. Here's what it sounds like we're doing. So we are kind of like heckling and laughing at them on a play they already made, right? It's already locked in.
Oh yeah, it's locked in. It's
locked in, right?
2025.
Like, they're going to do this. This is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So we think sitting here in late July, it ain't figured that out already.
No. I mean,
wait. Hold up.
But it's gonna be an asshole. It's gonna be terrible.
We talking about the NCAA here. No, I don't assume that they thought about this. No. They'll be like, oh, we didn't think about that. We just thought about the boom of money we're about to get from the television deal. We thought about the academic reputation that we can get by going to the Big Ten, and that's where we stopped. And that's it. We didn't think about the logistics about all of that. Huh?
The money takes care of the logistics.
Money takes care of logistics.
Yeah,
they thought about it.
No, but they're not.
UCLA was about to go bank. Wasn't UCLA about to fold the whole athletic program up because they were in debt?
They were in debt. They weren't going to fold the programs. They were going to cut the programs that weren't as profitable.
Yeah, you say bye-bye lacrosse and shit.
Right. But what I'm saying is, we're talking about the NCAA. They literally still might have these motherfuckers drive the equipment coast to coast because that's the rule.
They're not the logistics behind it, but nobody cares about NCAA no more. I'm telling you, the Big Ten was like, okay, we can do it, but y'all gonna probably have to do these things. And then UCLA and USC was like, okay, we can stay at the Pac-12 and make $1 million a year, or we can go to the Big Ten and make about $20 million a year. They said, yeah, let's do that. We can buy a plane and shit. Yeah, we can do that. But the players is what I'm talking about. The players, like, you're not going to be at school, dog. That week that you're going to play Michigan, you're going to have to, like, get ready and leave, like, Tuesday or Wednesday. And then
Wednesday at the latest
for a day. And then get there and then, do your
practice.
Wait,
my brothers.
Then you're going to get back, like, the next Monday.
Yeah.
So then, look, if you have to go play, like, Minnesota the next
2
week.
weeks.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be crazy as hell.
Hey, if I got an iPad.
No. You still got to.
You know what we need to do? You know what we need to do?
Have a class. Yeah.
You know what we need to do? We need to fucking create a company to be out service to these college teams that are about to be on the road all these weeks. That's what needs to happen.
These are college programs. It's probably already some goofball and some already got the company set up. About to make $1 million off of it. He already got it set up. So, we're going to the Big Ten, huh? I think I could go ahead and put my company on public right now, so we can make $1 billion off of it.
Bullshit.
But yeah.
Oh, but yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
gonna be crazy.
Shit, we can go to the NBA. Nothing new has happened. Oh, actually, I saw a report. Did anybody see a report that they were saying like Danny Ainge wanted like 6-7 picks or some shit for Donovan Mitchell? I thought I thought I was just like really high or something. But like I'm glad someone else confirmed that, because like
he wanted like 3 players and 5 first-round picks, right?
Yeah, like
5 first-round picks.
Olu chimed in on it. He made a comment. I won't say it on air, but yeah, that's outrageous. I just said
it just means you don't want to trade them. That's all that really means.
No,
but to
me that means he is drinking the Kool-Aid from Minnesota. Because now that's twice he's made trades with Minnesota that he's got like some unbelievable shit that no one else would have gave him. And now I think he's like trying to peddle that shit elsewhere. Because when he was in Boston, Minnesota gave him Kevin Garnett. And now Minnesota took on Rudy Gobert and gave back 5 first-round picks. And it's like, bruh, no one else would have given him that.
How many championships has Danny Ainge won? Both of the players as a GM or whatever.
Oh, he got 5?
He's a player.
No,
4.
Yeah, 5.
You said 4 or 5?
4 as a player.
Oh, he got 4 as a player?
No, they only got.
I thought he got 2.
They only got
2 or 3 as a player.
Yeah, the Celtics only
got
won 3 in the 80s.
Yeah.
Point is,
he only got 2 or 3.
He got more than 3 championships, right? Total.
I think he has 4, 3 as a player, 1 as a
And
one as a executive.
2 as a GM. Oh, well, 1.
I was a white man who won multiple NBA championships, and look how I look. I tell niggas anything I want you to do. Like, I won 18 chips. I just take random shit. Like, you just dead devoted. Like, nigga live his life. He said wild shit to niggas. Like, I got both these niggas pointing his hands. I got rings to this bitch. My name is Danny Ainge. Who the fuck imagine I had this shit? Yeah, give me 10 more fucking championships, apple pie, and walk your black ass to Justin with a 3rd round pick. Or 2nd round. But yeah, I mean, it's not surprising that he would be that. Why not be that bold?
Because eventually it runs out.
Of course, but why is that?
We've seen it happen long enough where it's like you either keep making the moves to keep going, or you stand and say, I did this, and you stand on what you did before, and then it runs out.
Is he the same man who orchestrated KG and Ray Allen?
See, and here's the problem. You give him credit for that.
Question, brother.
Bro, that was like me and you trading. That's like me and you trading.
I don't exactly. It's all like him and him trading. Could they let him and him trading?
No.
I know you're saying relationships. I get it. Relationships. I get it. But I'm saying it's all relationships. So that's not either there. I'm saying, but did he put it off?
And what I'm saying is he pulled it off, but you're giving him credit. That's like me and you make a trade, and then I go around boasting because I got a championship from the trade.
The only credit I'm giving is he's a white man with 4 championship rings. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying don't be surprised that he pulled it off. If he's the same white man who, whatever.
Why ain't pulling off a trade like that off of them?
Huh?
Why none of his trades work after that?
Because you don't hit aces every time, baby, but you still play the game. And you still bluff your cards.
You win something. You win something.
How far? He just got
Whatever trade.
Something.
Rudy Gobert. Right?
Well, that one hasn't, we haven't seen the fruits of that trade. I'm just saying whatever trades didn't work out.
Oh, it didn't work out.
The Kyrie one?
That's Kyrie. I guess. That's a wild card.
Bad trade.
That's kind of,
It was a good trade, though.
Hey,
it's just Kyrie. Kyrie
just said it didn't work out. It didn't work out. All right.
It didn't work out.
That one,
I get it was Ainge's fault that it didn't work out.
Right. That wasn't his fault.
I didn't.
And I'm not going to point no fingers because that's my man. So I'm just going to say.
That's why I was like, what you doing?
It didn't work out.
That was the
too fast, and my man wasn't feeling it, so he needed to get on out of there.
Hey, that was the comedic one because I also could have been. Well, Gordon Hayward wasn't a trade; that was free agency.
Is
But
he a
again,
bad
that wasn't
GM?
Danny Ainge's fault.
But that's kind of tough though with Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, I
because,
said I didn't mention that one. I said that's not really his fault either. I went with the
yeah,
comedic relief one.
My man shit was turned upside
Going the
down.
wrong way. Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Ainge has a pretty good track record.
Hey, that's what I was about to say. He ain't done
For
bad.
all the success that
Right.
Boston has had, man, they didn't have some stuff just really go the other way, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Right.
actually surprised you guys didn't hit me with the big joker on that one because you actually made a pretty good trade after that. After the KG one, actually made two pretty good ones. They're linked.
Oh, we fleeced the Nets.
When he fleeced the Nets, and what did he get from fleecing the Nets?
Oh, well, yeah.
So why
But he
wouldn't
also-
you walk around saying, if you want Darvin Nix, I need 8 number 1
I
picks.
said I made an error. I said I made an error
Yeah.
because he definitely traded down and got Tatum over Fultz. So that was
He
another
might be
trade.
the Scott Boras of GMs.
Was that Bomani that said that Danny Ainge just be going around looking for new owners to trade with?
Know the game, baby.
Oh,
Cheat
no.
sheet. Make my life hard. Hey, King, what's happening, baby?
Oh yeah, he a new owner. He trying to make a
Scott
splash.
Burr.
Let me see what I can get.
Oh,
from
Pat
him.
Riley. Pat Riley might be. Pat Riley, he done.
Oh, the GOAT of all coach. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all time, though. That's all time list. He Godfather. Like we talk
Okay.
about,
Okay.
yeah, he Godfather.
Hey, so
He
they
ain't made
said
a whole
that
lot
Pat
of
Riley,
trades, though.
Pat
What'd you say,
Riley
Lou?
would probably never trade.
He hasn't made a whole lot of trades.
Oh,
You said he
Pat
hasn't.
what?
He hasn't.
Really?
I'm surprised.
He most certainly has made a lot of trades.
Like, what is the big trades?
Shaq.
But he's
Okay,
been,
that's
you
the
know.
one.
LeBron.
That's the one. I forgot about that. I give him that.
But he's
other than that,
built.
I mean,
he's built.
and I'm not saying to
championship
take
teams.
away from his GM skills. I just think
Okay.
the culture that he's built and how they
That's
do
what
their
I'm saying.
teams now after the Heatles, just how he's built his teams, him and Spoelstra, how they work together. They do it more grassroots now as opposed to big names. I guess the Jimmy Butler.
Put it like this. If Danny Ainge was like, "Hey Pat, I know you don't fuck with me. Cool. Let me get 10 minutes in the room with Tyler Hero, and I bet we make this trade happen. I bet fucking Pat Riley's hanging up the phone, calling Tyler Hero. You're gonna get a call from Danny Ainge. You're going in the room with them. I hear what you're saying, Lou, but I do think if he could get from under Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and trade and flip them for Donovan Mitchell, he'll do that shit in a heartbeat.
Why Danny Ainge need to get in the room with him? We're gonna send them crackers where we want them to go.
Yeah, but see, then
We
Tyler Hero
don't need their permission.
he might think he part of the culture too much and be like, I ain't going.
Does he have a
Gonna
no
get you-
trade clause? Alphonse, I don't know about. Like, why?
You gonna get your ass in that boat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
take you over
you
the
can't
mountain.
say
What the fuck you mean?
What's stopping him from trading that white boy? I'm confused. I don't want to go. So?
Okay, Tyler.
Like, I'm
The
confused.
fuck?
There was once a guy named Derek Harper who got traded somewhere and was like, I'm staying in fucking Dallas, and the trade didn't go through.
You think this motherfucker big
If
and
the
bad as
player
Derek Harper?
says if the player says I'm not reporting, the trade doesn't go through.
Tyler Hero is doing that in Utah. He's still white, Alphonse.
Yes.
Alphonse.
Why?
Alphonse.
man.
It's Utah,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He thinks he's a part of the culture.
Miami.
Like,
Tyler, what?
come on,
So
Tyler.
you get to go to Utah.
See,
Tyler,
all right.
Tyler Hero
Go,
be out
go.
of the league.
What? What's wrong with you? What? I'm missing.
I
You don't think Tyler Hero won't go to Utah because he's too black?
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
He
Yes.
thinks he said Tyler Hero thinks he's so black that he's too black for Utah.
But
I'm
you see,
like,
you know how black
white
people
guy.
like white people. So he'd be the blackest white person
Yeah.
in
He'll be the
Utah.
coolest of them. If he
He'll
thinks
be the
like,
he'll be the
He'll be the
motherfucking
cool
man.
one.
Jordan
Yeah.
Clarkson
Man.
played for the Utah Jazz.
He loves white women.
They'll be all right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
He'll be all right.
All right.
You're not gonna have a bad day in Utah. I don't think white men do have bad days in Utah. Especially young white men.
What?
I don't think young white men have bad days in Utah. I don't think it's possible.
They're different.
Bad day? Not in Utah.
Might
And you play
be
basketball,
warm
like you play some basketball, like come on, it'll be nah, man. Come on.
for at
Man.
least a couple of weeks.
You
be
thought
warmer for a
what's that
couple
brother's
weeks.
name? What's the quarterback for the Jets? He was doing numbers like that.
Zach Wilson.
Wow, shit. Yeah, he be Zach Wilson that whole state. Come on, man. You play basketball? Shit.
Wilson.
Nigga, and
Shout
one. Like,
Shout out to Zach.
that's how you,
Oh my
He gonna get all them buddies.
Knocking
Yeah,
down his
so-
mama's friends. Shout out to
yeah.
Zach.
So
To the
Canada,
point where his
who's your-
mama on TikTok got to be like, no, this is not the friend. Because I damn sure was thinking like, oh shit, mama's cool with the friend still. No, this is not the one. My bad,
That's,
How about they
that's,
cool
what,
with
all
you?
thought
that's
it-
what she thinks. You
Yeah.
been smashing
We
all
all
the
thought it.
friends. You been smashing all of them.
It's the Utah way, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Oh
Family in this
man.
bitch. It's all family. That's what I heard the motto is. Oh. That's my sideline guy, not represented by John.
I got so many
John.
questions about that. I'll wait for like Zach Wilson to be interviewed or like
What kind of questions you got?
He not
So,
asking
like-
no questions. That's why he won't ask questions.
the ex-girlfriend now with the roommate / best friend, right?
Yeah. That's
So
called
like,
vengeance.
so yeah, but how did this happen? Did like the girl walk in and see him with the mom's best friend? Did somebody drop a dime? Steve, you say you think she walked in on it?
This how it happened. She found out about this a long time ago, and she had nobody to cry to except for the best friend that was right over there in the next room. And so when she started crying to him, the best friend was like, she's crying on my shoulder. Exactly like, I don't care. I got all these mom's friends over here that I'm smashing. Go ahead. And so the friend was like, yeah, let me slide on in, get my turn in. So nobody cares. They're
Yeah.
rich and white. They don't
Oh
care.
man.
Happens on every TV show I see.
Yeah.
Yo, but it was
But I
funny to
thought
me
you was
how
asking about how the mom, you talking about the mom's friend? How that happened?
no, not
Oh.
that's simple
she
enough.
was just-
That's
Wait,
simple
you got a
enough. Like
question? Wait, you don't have
Zach
a question
walking
about
from a
She moved to
No.
New York. She ain't had nobody else to cry to. And
right over
friend
fucking
that
Zach
came to
walking from
Utah.
yeah, Zach walking from a practice and shit, and that's easy though. That part was easy. No, what I was talking about is how all the chatter around Twitter was like how his locker room would be like, yo, Zach Wilson got that dog, and I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I respect it. Dap him up a couple of times. Yo, Zach. Yeah. Yeah. What's that number? What's that number, Jay? Let me get that number.
hey, but
too.
that ain't gonna help him when he overthrow a receiver by 5 yards.
Oh no, yeah, then he's back to fucking Zach. Fucking Utah Zach. Get your bleached ass out of here.
Oh man. I think we touched everything, right? Oh no. WNBA. So what are we at? 157? 157, 158 days. They had a moment on the ESPYs, Tuesday, because talking about bringing Brittany Griner home. I thought I read somewhere somebody new is also going over there to do negotiations. So I don't know if that means it's more or less.
You slipping, Black America. You slipping. We ain't got nobody like Jesse no more. Just go over there. Now look, man, ain't trying to embarrass these motherfuckers. Just give it to me. Just give it back to me. I take it back home. Shit. You win your political battle. You good. Ain't nobody like Jesse. Can nobody hop on a plane and bring somebody back?
I mean, maybe, but maybe they're asking prices too high. Like that's what I keep thinking about. Like, are we going to public pressure them to give back the Lord of War? Because that's what they asking for. I feel pretty like is that and because let's say that does happen, and then we bring her back, and then when she gets back here, like how long before the public turns on her for releasing him?
Public already turned on her.
I don't think we can release him because we don't have him currently in jail, to be honest with you. I just think we're just saying that shit. I think he's still out doing what he's been doing. We're just saying that he's locked up. He's working for us now. I'll be honest with you. That's why we can't give him back, because he's working for us.
And they know that.
Yeah. That's why we're not trading. We're not trading for that, because we can't. He's working for us.
All right, I definitely can see that angle. So yeah.
It's like people that really good at fraud, we end up hiring them with the, CIA or whatever, because they're like, yeah, how the hell did you do that? Can you come teach the rest of us? So the Lord of War, he definitely on the payroll now for the United States. We're all paying him. He's getting that tax money.
Brother got Dogecoin stock and everything.
Yeah, she's gonna have to go and serve in 5 years. Just be honest with y'all.
I actually watched the Mystics played the Liberty this morning. It was a camp day, so yeah, the game was
they
on.
Played during the day.
Yeah.
Like what time?
It was 11:30.
And they was playing basketball.
Today was camp day. So the WNBA plays in the summer, and so generally almost every team has a game or two that they start at 11 o'clock that all the summer camps go to.
Oh, okay.
So this was the summer camp game. The Mystics won. I forget their record, but it was a pretty good game. Wayne Deladon is looking like MVP again. I see why T Cloud is leading the WNBA in assists. She just gets everybody involved. I mean, if y'all ain't watching, like, it's some good ass teams out there. And yeah, it's just some good. I enjoyed watching the game. It was done by 2:00. Got to go on with the rest of my day. But got to watch some basketball because summer league's over. The TBT tournament only plays at night. But yeah, you want to check out some good basketball, check your local listen for WNBA, especially during the day, because they get you a good couple of day games in. Anybody got anything else to add as we begin to wrap up?
Come on, college football season.
You said college football season?
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
5 Saturdays, I believe. 5 Saturdays.
Yes.
All right.
In August. Week 0 in August.
Week 0, baby. 5 Saturdays. So it's coming. Just hold on. Hold on.
And then when the NFL training camp tomorrow or something? When does that start?
Oh, they starting all over, baby. I think somebody went today.
On this week, but majority being next week.
Yeah. And then the first preseason game, was that during the first August?
First week of August. Pretty sure we could get the first weekend in August, I think.
No, it's the second weekend. It's the 13th.
Okay.
I thought those was a preseason games. I thought Hall of Fame was a week before that.
No, Hall of Fame is the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I think, who is it? The Steelers and somebody else? That's why they were reporting the camp this week.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What I was going to say, Dre, is I think either late this week or actually in about a week, we go get a camp fight. We will get video of a camp fight.
Hello,
huh?
Hey, brother. You got to speak positive to these brothers. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a camp hug, a group hug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think they fight as much as you do.
Yeah, it's like second week when they start getting tired of each other. Shit.
It's too hot. They already gonna be tired of each other. It's hot as fuck everywhere.
Hey, nah, man.
It's hot everywhere. They gonna be mad as shit.
The first day was August the 4th, baby.
Oh, it's the 4th?
Yeah. Raiders
That's
versus
Oh, my bad, my
Jacksonville.
bad.
It's all good.
I'm
It's all
telling you,
good.
they gonna be mad. They gonna be mad early. It's hot. It's 100 degrees everywhere across this motherfucker. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Shout out
But
to
yeah,
global
13
warming.
days. 13 days.
Global warming. Guess we should have biked more, huh?
It's still, I think it's still 90 degrees outside.
It's 82 here. So
82 here, feel like 87.
It's
Rest
86.
in peace in
It's
Greenland.
not that bad. Well, I guess it did rain. I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized. 'Cause I just came in for practice.
nah, it's been pretty hot today. It cooled
You
down
know
a
what?
bit
That's
because of
funny.
that rain.
I came outside today. I was like, man, it's not that hot. I was like in front of the building in the shade. And I got like from out of the shade. And then that oven hit me. Like, all right, let me go back inside.
Yeah. No. I was like,
Hey,
oh,
Steve, can
okay.
you get solar panels in your house?
Yeah.
You gonna get them?
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay. I mean, I know it ain't like an easy thing to do. I ain't saying it's easy. I'm saying that on the forecast.
They got that government program thing. You know,
Jump
Texas
on it,
tries to fight
What's
that.
So yeah, all right. Well, I think that's all for this week. We'll see what happens in the next week or so. All the NFL teams will report. We'll be on Kyrie KD watch still. We'll see how these NFL rookies looking. We'll see if Deshaun Watson's suspension gets announced. What'd you say, Dre?
Did we take a poll of what we think the outcome of that team is going to be? Like the Nets, like who's going to go, who's going to stay?
NBA champs 2023.
Yeah, old things they both stay. Oh yeah, Steve, real quick. We're not all right. Alphonse, in this one, we'll bring it up.